In the day's other headlines, a new round of Russian strikes has killed at least 4 people in southern Ukraine. In the Black Sea port of Odessa, emergency responders dug through the rubble of a damaged apartment building to rescue trapped residents, including young children. Ukrainian authorities said other Russian attacks across the country took aim at the power grid, leaving hundreds of thousands of households without electricity. One Odessa resident called Russia's attacks on civilians acts of evil.
After Easter, which Catholics celebrated yesterday, Russia continues to commit these acts and cannot get enough of human blood. No decent person, especially a religious person, could possibly support or justify this.
Ukraine's military responded by targeting Russian oil infrastructure. Moscow says Ukrainian drones hit a major Black Sea oil terminal, igniting fires across rigs, pipelines, and storage tanks. Russian officials also report strikes in residential areas with 8 people injured, including 2 children. Separately, a senior Russian Air Force commander died when a military transport aircraft crashed in occupied Crimea last week. Alexander Otroshenko was among 30 people killed. Russia's Ministry of Defense said a technical malfunction was the preliminary cause of the crash. In Afghanistan, a deadly combination of storms, floods, and landslides has claimed at least 110 lives in recent weeks. A magnitude 5.8 earthquake also struck Afghanistan on Friday, compounding the devastation from nearly 2 weeks of relentless rain. Officials say hundreds of homes have been destroyed, thousands more damaged, and major roads washed out or blocked by the landslides.
My entire house collapsed. As you can see, everything is buried under the mud, and we haven't been able to take any of our important belongings.
Extreme weather warnings remain in place nationwide through tomorrow. Here at home, Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie returned to the anchor desk this morning for the first time since her mother's disappearance more than 2 months ago.
And it is good to be home.
Yes, it is good to have you back at home.
Well, here we go, ready or not.
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
Yes, so good to have you back. All right.
Guthrie later fought back tears while thanking viewers gathered outside the show's Rockefeller Center studio. Her 84-year-old mother, Nancy, is still missing. Authorities believe she was abducted from her home outside Tucson, Arizona. Investigators have not identified a suspect or motive, nor have they released any new evidence in weeks. The UCLA Bruins celebrated program history today after routing the South Carolina Gamecocks 79-51 to win the school's first ever women's basketball title last night. It capped off a dominant season in which their only loss came back at Thanksgiving. The team returned to campus trophy in hand, surrounded by screaming fans. A larger campus celebration is set for Wednesday. Meantime, the men's NCAA championship tips off tonight, pitting a mighty Michigan offense against an unlikely underdog in the University of Connecticut. UConn is chasing its 3rd title in just 4 years. And stocks made modest gains today as the war with Iran weighs on the markets. The Dow Jones Industrial Average added 165 points, recouping the losses it suffered late last week. The Nasdaq gained a little more than 0.5%. The S&P 500 finished positively for its 4th straight trading day. Still to come on the News Hour, astronauts on NASA's Artemis missions see the side of the moon no human eye has seen before. Tamara Keith and Amy Walter break down the latest political headlines. And crafting musical instruments gives purpose to people in addiction recovery.
This is the PBS News Hour from the David M. Rubenstein Studio at WETA in Washington, headquarters of PBS News.
Support journalism you trust. Support PBS News. Donate now, or even better, start a monthly contribution today.